Can you tell me about this snake?
So Eddie is a 5-year-old albino Burmese python. So he's just actually a little kid. He'll be as big as Dwayne one day. He'll be about 12 feet, 120 pounds.
What's he weigh now?
He's only about 40 pounds right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does he flatten out when... I've heard of snakes, when they want to eat something big, they flatten out to try and mimic how wide they're going to have to open their mouth, or is that a certain kind of snake that does that?
That might be a certain kind of snake. Like his bottom jaw is not fused together at all, so his bottom jaw can actually completely separate. So he can fit something this wide in.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
How do I word this?
You're okay, go
So how do you know that it likes you? I guess is the easiest way to say that. Like, like we have cats.
Right.
The cats just hate people. Certain people.
Right.
What does a snake do when it doesn't like a person?
It definitely like he'll hiss if he doesn't like something, but the really cool thing is that the bigger the snake, the chiller they are. Like
really?
the attitude is like he's just like a big dog with no legs.
Like a lap dog.
Yeah, like a lap dog, even though he's like grabbing onto me. Yeah, but super, super chill. I've never actually had an attitude problem with him at all. The little teeny snakes, like, for sure attitude, but the big snakes, they're just so sweet and so chill. Even when you feed them, they take their food so politely, And he came from a really bad situation where goodbye, you guys. He came from a really bad situation where he was actually left in an apartment building for about 6 months, and with no food and no water, no heat. For a snake, that's a really big deal. It's they can go a long time without food, but he was really dehydrated and really, really thin when we got him, and he had like this terrible head bob where his head would just do this all the time. So he looks really great now.
Yeah, he seems chill.
He's so chill. He's super chill. And everyone loves him when they come to the store. Sometimes they come just to see Eddie or just to see Dwayne.
I can appreciate the snakes, but to tell you the truth, they scare me.
Yeah, they shouldn't though.
I know.
It's just like folklore or something like that. Like a lot of people think big snakes are sizing you up, but that's not true.
That's not true at all.
No. He knows he can only eat something this big, and he definitely doesn't want to eat us.
And he probably respects that you feed him too.
Yeah. A lot of people think like they're brainless or they don't feel or they don't love, but he's such a puppy. And like I said, so many people will come just to see him. And he just, if you can believe it, he eats up the attention. He will flirt with girls all day to get held. It's his favorite thing. Huh.
What was it like nursing him back? You said that he was stuck in a bad situation.
Yeah.
What was it like nursing him back, and how did you find him?
The city brought him to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they had to gut that apartment out, and he was just there. So they brought him to us because they know that we take in a lot of animals all the time, but we have a lot of snakes here in particular. But I think just getting him over the respiratory infection and making sure that he was nice and healthy. Eating was no problem because he was starving, so he ate right away. But it took a lot of time to make sure that he was internally healthy, and then just putting weight on him really. But his attitude was never terrible, even though he was really, really hungry and really, really neglected in every other sense of the way.
So when you say bad attitudes, do they hide? They just don't want anybody to touch him, or? He'll
let us know if he doesn't want to be held. Like he'll go to the very back, and if he wants out, he kind of goes to the door. And then we also try to respect his space, and we'll do a knock to let him know that we're coming in. And I don't know, it's just kind of a mutual respect thing. He's just always been so sweet.
You treat him like any other animal then?
Yeah.
I mean, I just caught myself going, oh, it's a snake. It must be different than an animal, but it's
the same.
It just wants love and attention.
Absolutely.
And be fed. And,
absolutely. Just like them all.
Be nice to it. Just like a cat or a dog. Like
right.
you said, right?
Yeah.
Does he ever get rough when you like? Do you ever find that he like gets a little tight around the neck or anything? Or
He did just a little bit ago, but it's just kind of like if he feels like he's falling, he'll squeeze tighter. He's definitely not trying to kill me. He's just like, am I falling? Am I falling? Do I get to go down?
Yeah, watching the snake with you, I can see the affection.
Yeah.
Because he's not trying to run away.
No.
He's not. You're not having to chase him around the store to see where he went. He's actually affectionately rubbing your face. And
Yeah, he's
checking
sweet.
things out. Yeah. So that I learned something right now. About snakes. I thought they were.
And socializing them is a big thing. Big snake, little snake, medium snake, getting them out, letting people touch them, holding them as often as you can. That's really what changes from a bad attitude snake to a really sweet puppy dog snake, is just hanging out with them as much as possible. So if people come in and they're very scared of snakes, we try to take the time to, desensitize them from that. We'll start with a little snake, but Eddie's definitely a good, he's a good spokesperson for the snake world just because he's so sweet.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to touch him yet, but he seems really, really affectionate, especially I'm going to say towards you.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him with anyone else, but
this is just how he is with everyone. He's just like, hey. He's like Joey from Friends. Hey.
So snakes must have a bunch of nerves up and down their body then.
Right, just one big muscle. He's just one big muscle.
And is that how they sense touch? Or do you think that they really can sense touch?
Yeah, he can definitely feel me for sure.
Yeah.
The little holes in his face is like they're little heat sensors because they're actually pretty blind. So he can't see very good and he has no ears. So the little like holes in the front of his face, those are like little heat-seeking pits. So he can like see you, but he sees the heat coming from you.
Do you think everybody has a certain heat signature?
Yeah, but it doesn't make him want to eat you anymore. He's just like, hi, I see you.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I guess my question was, how does he know you from me or anyone else? Do they smell or?
Yeah, his tongue going in and out, that's him kind of smelling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, learned something right now.
Yeah.
He is very curious and very affectionate, I could tell.
He is. He's a flirt. Everyone loves him at Cemetery Pole. Everyone that comes in just adores Eddie.
Yeah, I can see that. Very, very interesting.
Yeah. And how cool is he for letting his little heart heal? Because someone really just left him for dead. Didn't care. So for him to like even trust people again, that's really cool.
You do have an affection for animals that really comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, not many people are going to say, "Oh, I took the snake in and he was treated poorly," and
Yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah. The rescue we have is usually for very bad-tempered animals or animals that are very better worded, very misunderstood by humans. So they're not necessarily bad-tempered. That's just who they are. That's just their species. But a lot of people think of maybe a dog or a cat and they expect it to act that way, but it just doesn't,
Yeah. Very cute.
He's so cute. We're going to get you to hold him before the end.
I'm not sure. You're doing a great job and it looks great on camera.